Hi Dr. Juhaida, my name is Siang, matrix number 279773. Today I'm going to present on the assignment 1, which is social media data analytic. So first I will do the crawl data using spider anaconda. This is my spider anaconda, which I have limit 10,000. And then the keyword that I have searched is UUM. Therefore it will slowly run the program and then it will download a CSV file in my folder which name called UUM.csv file. So then now I'll start to present on my Python coding part. So first I will import the necessary libraries such as pandas, numpy, regular expression and string. Then I will set a default plot display mode on this page for the program running code. So then I will initial the limitizer. Then based on the file that I have downloaded from my spider, so the UUM file will be read.csv in the unclean data frame. So this is my data frame. As we can see that there is a lot of many columns, and then it has an attribute of 7,438 rows. Then after that I need to clean the data, do the pre-processing part, which is I clean, and I only taken the ID, date, tweet and link for my data frame. So I print back the data frame dot head. This will be the column that I have, which is I want ID, date, tweet and link. So then I do the pre-processing data on normalize and also limitizer, sense and also token. Normalize, which is convert the text to a lowercase, remove leading trailing white space and also remove all punctuation mark and digit, and also finalize token the text into individual words. So then I will import the NLTK, which is natural language toolkits, which also apply all those functions to the column, which is this tree function. So once the function has run on my data frame, I drop the additional unnecessary column, which is link and also ID. Then I print out back the data frame H, and we can see that date, tweet and also the new 3 column, which is tweet token, tweet corresponding tag and also limitizer tweet token, as you can see here. After this has been done, then I will do the TF-IDF, which is term frequency inverse document frequency. Then I will process it, and then I will print out the TF-IDF matrix, which display the number of rows, which is 7,438, also the 20,682 sparse metric for my float. Then I will do the k-min, perform the k-min on my data set, and also display the unique k-min label, which we have 8 for this data set, which is 0 to 7. Then I will perform the PCA, which is principal component analysis, and then also perform the PCA matrix. Then I will print out my 2D plot, which using the figure size of 5/5. This is the figure plot. And I also had done a 3D plot. As we can see, the plot 3D cluster using the figure size 8×8, it will be like this. So this is my 3D plot. Then we go for the 2D plot for figure size 10×10. This is my data set scatter plot. As we can see, it's like that, and 0 to 7 type of data. So then based on this, I have done a 3D plot, which is the figure size of 10×10, using the color bar, so we can see the different color represent of the different numbers is as displayed in here. So then I go for the 15×15 figure size, a larger figure size, and also there are 3D cluster center for figure size 15/15. Then after that have done, we do the elbow method, which is the best method, and from the clustering from K1 to K15. So this is the code, and also I have added the title, the X label, the Y label, and also a color line for the finishing line. And this elbow method to determine the elbow part of the graph. Then after this has been done, we do k-min and we find the seal hole score. So based on the seal hole score that has been printed out, number 2 to number 15, the best is number 14, number of cluster 14, because it has the highest seal hole score. For seal hole score, the closest to 1 represent the cluster are well separate. For the negative, it represent is not so well separate. So therefore I choose number cluster of 14 is the highest, which is the most suitable one. After everything has been done, for my proposed analytic for this dataset, topic modeling for this dataset is perform text clustering, which is also a form of unsupervised learning. Therefore, the CHO score, which is a measure of unsupervised learning, so I think that topic modeling and CHO score is the same. Therefore, I have performed the sentiment analysis code. So this is my sentiment analysis code. I have imported text block and also differentiate as sentiment analysis as positive, negative, and also neutral. So when the sentiment score is more than 0, which is positive, which is neutral, and also less than 0 is negative. So I have initial a column which is to display all the sentiments of the tweets, and then I print back my data frame.head. As we can see that there is a new row which is sentiment that display that the tweet is neutral, positive, or negative. Then after that, the data frame has been done. I've printed out the positive sentiment, negative sentiment, neutral sentiment at the output, so it will be more user friendly for us to know how many total positive, total negative, and also total neutral. Then I have plotted the graph based on the sentiment analysis. Then this is the graph which shows the sentiment count. The positive we have is 519, the negative is 274, while the neutral is 6645. So to conclude, the text analysis for my pre-processing step which I have using, which is tokening the tweet into words, removing punctuature and digit, and also lemmatizing the word using WordNet Lemmatizer and LTK. And also it's done using the normalized lemmatizer send and token function. So for the Dexter exploratory, I have done which is visualizing the cluster form using k-mean cluster algorithm, and also using PCA for dimensional reduction into 2 dimension, and plotted the cluster using scatter plot. Cluster center are also visualized using 3D scatter plot. So for my data visualization, which is I'm using Seaborn and Matplotlib library to plot the cluster in 2D and 3D. 2D scatter plot which are the k-mean, and also 3D scatter plot which are the clustering center. And I've used elbow method to determine the optimal number of cluster. So for the last, the proposed analytic, I have proposed the sentiment analytic using text box and create a new column in my data frame, which is the sentiment score for each tweet, which is positive, negative, and neutral. And also I have conclude the positive, negative, and neutral tweet sentiment analysis in a graph. So this is my graph for my sentiment analytic, and we can see that the positive, negative, and neutral. So that's all for me. Thank you.